Hi, and welcome to Uncapped Agent. This is an agent put on, or this is a podcast put on by CIC agents to further explore more ways that agents can be successful. Because there's multiple ways that you can be successful. There are multiple revenue streams too. And we just started this podcast so that we can collaborate a little bit more on tips and tricks of the trade and grow our professionalism on all different levels. Today, we are lucky enough to have Jovana Hughes. She has been an agent on Clausen Home Group for almost 2 years.
Yes.
And before that, I think you were an agent for 2 other years, right? Am I getting my timelines right?
One.
Well, only one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So she is a 3-year agent and she has built a lot of her business on open houses, actually. Um, she's got a great rapport with clients. I remember she had one transaction that I got way more angry than she did. and she was the one getting yelled at by the other agent. And I was ready to step in and like I got my fists all up ready to go. And she was like, you know what, let's just take a breath. Everybody's trying their best. And I think that really helps you out in negotiations
Mm-hmm.
that you bring such a level of kindness um, to how you treat clients and how you treat agents.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is something that this industry really lacks, and I know that we're really happy to have you.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for having me, Melissa.
Yes, thank you.
Very excited to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy to hear what you have to share and kind of break down how you got into this business, what makes you feel comfortable in this business, because I know that you've taken a while to really like build a strong foundation. And I don't mean that in like in any negative way at all, but like I think you're really building your business intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're building a really cool business too. Um, so that being said, what parts of your business that you do you attribute the most to your success?
I definitely would say, starting with the fact that I genuinely care about my clients,
Hmm.
that just again just helps me create a different inner energy with each transaction I'm experiencing, as well as I feel like I place overall the care of the client over the transaction.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I think you are always making sure that your clients are buying the right house for them. Like,
Yes.
you don't push anyone into a
No.
sale ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a way to intentionally build a business. And that's a way to build referrals too. Like, Jovana showed us over 200 houses. And I think your clients really talk about how good you are to them.
Yes.
How did you get into real estate? What brought you into the career?
You know, I've always just felt that real estate has been inside of me.
Really?
And again, this is probably a situation where I just felt like everyone deserves an opportunity for home ownership.
Mm-hmm.
I, it, I don't know how else to put that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that should happen. But again, that person has a choice if they want to go that route or not. But it's
Yeah.
something I think everyone should have an opportunity to at least experience.
I think one thing that you do really well is you do talk about that. You do highlight the path to homeownership very well. And I feel like you're really good at making sure that people see that it's a possibility, like a
Yes.
real possibility.
Yes. Thank you for noticing that.
Yeah, yeah, I know that you give everyone an equal shot and you treat
Mm-hmm,
all
mm-hmm.
clients the same regardless of price point. So
Yes. Yes.
it's good to see someone who cares this much about your job. What niche, thinking about all of the deals that you ever had,
Mm-hmm.
what niche do you think brings you the most business?
I would still go with first time home buyers.
Yeah.
I with them it allows me to give more education and more background
Hmm.
to help guide them to the home that they feel is the best fit for them.
Yeah. Do you help guide them with like down payment assistance?
You know what? I do work closely with my lender partner to
Hmm.
try to find the best resource as far as additional funds when they are in need.
Okay. And do you ever use like multiple funding sources just to make sure that you can get the deal across the funding line?
You know what? I've had one transaction that did use multiple sources. That came from, I believe it was the African American Homeownership Stabilization Program,
Uh huh.
as well as the First Time Home Buyers Program.
Okay. Is that African American fund? Is that particular to different cities?
Um, I think it was pretty much open. I think it
Okay.
was open. But I'm not 100%. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I will just because like there's multiple funds.
Mm-hmm.
So I know like the city of Bloomington has a very big grant. The city of Edina also has one. So I was wondering if it
Mm-hmm.
was one of those or
It was not either of those cities
okay,
that the client moved to, so that's why I said I felt like it might have been
just a separate
just
one. Yeah.
open. Yeah.
I mean, and that again, that goes to show like you're looking for all these programs I haven't even necessarily heard of to try and help your clients out a little bit better.
Yeah, they got a good deal on that home.
Hmm.
So
Where was it?
they actually Brooklyn Park.
Brooklyn Park. Yeah,
Brooklyn Park is where they went. So
that's a good little
worked out
area.
good.
Um, do you have a favorite client?
Do I have a favorite? I like all of my clients. I don't really have a favorite client
Yeah.
because again, the connections, they're just all genuine. So it just helps me to help serve them.
Hmm. I know you like meeting clients in coffee shops a lot too.
Yeah, that's fun. If people ever look at my Facebook, you'll always see sometimes my quick little Saturday 2 cups of
Yeah.
coffee.
You
So,
you only do 2 cups?
well, one for me and one for the client, you know?
Oh. Oh. I thought you were talking about your own coffee
Oh,
drinking.
no.
I'm a 2 cup minimum. I'm like that's how I wake up. After that, then we can have the fun coffees. I need 2 cups of coffee to get out of bed.
Love that. No.
Yeah, and you always have like the cutest spots. Like you're not going to the traditional coffee shops.
Yeah, I think the last one I went to was called Sunbeam.
Okay.
And it was cute. It
It
was
was cute. It was
nice.
good. It
It
was
was nice.
nice. I so maybe walk me through like if I came to you as a client, we're
Mm-hmm.
meeting for the first time in an open house,
Yeah.
and what would be the next step if I actually want to buy a house?
Actually, I would figure out schedule wise what works good for you to meet with me again for that cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And then go through pretty much what we have is called a buyer orientation guide,
Mhm.
just to again share more information. And then it also allows me to at that time get a lot of the wants that the person does want in the home.
Mhm.
And then from there, connecting them over with my lender to try to get the financing part secured. And once we're done with that, then we can get out and look at houses.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really good. And I like that you do a buyer consult
Mhm.
before you meet with the clients because a lot of times, like, people think, like, I want to buy a house and it's such a big deal. I don't know where to get started.
Mhm, mhm.
And they also don't know what questions to ask.
Yeah.
So the buyer consult orientation, I think, is a beautiful step in making sure that people can actually close on a house.
Yes, yes. And always I like to share my app so that clients can start to search for homes.
Hmm.
Just in their spare time as well versus just me only sending specific homes.
Yeah, I feel like I'll send houses if they're like a special deal or an off-market deal,
Mm-mm.
but as far as like houses on the MLS, like I'll occasionally set someone up on a search, but everyone finds houses online now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like and it'll happen with realtors too where I'll send a house that I think is perfect
Yes.
And they'll say like, oh, how dare you send me a house without a fenced backyard? And I'm like, oh man, all right.
Those are the ones that hurt when you think
Mm-hmm.
you found the perfect one,
Mm-hmm.
and there's that one, oh, okay.
Okay.
That is important. Okay.
It is
We'll keep
important. It is
looking. We'll
important.
keep looking.
But it's like, it's hard to take that on the chest as a realtor of like, man, I tried so hard for you.
The excitement. I mean, you don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I again, even my clients who bought the house in Brooklyn Park, I found the perfect house before this.
Yeah. And they were like, nope, not perfect. Not perfect at
It
all.
was perfect, and it
It
just
wasn't.
wasn't. Right. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't because they said no.
Yeah. You know, they've been trying to build the perfect house for years and they just can't do it. They can't do it. We
Yeah.
can't get it right. Um, so think back to your first year in real estate. Coincidentally, your first year without me too. And if you had one thing that you could redo when you were a new agent, what is one thing that you would have added to your business right away?
I would definitely focus on the lead generation a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Just make having the conversations sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What do you mean by like lead generation specific? Like what kind of lead generation?
just trying to understand what source I'm actually gaining the business from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, it took me a while to even get comfortable with just doing Facebook.
Yeah. And now you're really good at it.
Now I feel more comfortable, but it's just jumping out there and
Mm-hmm.
trusting that the right client will find me and I will find the right client.
Yeah. It's like part of it is trust, but part of it is hustle. And I don't think you're like acknowledging how hard you work to find these clients too.
It definitely is a get up and go every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Every day. And what lead sources do you work with primarily now?
I would say again, open house is a huge one.
Mm-hmm.
Open houses. And for me, I think just again, I've been kind of in the first time home buyer bucket,
Mm-hmm.
being able to just excel in that way.
Yeah. Just making sure that they find their first house.
Yeah.
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 And then so you were kind of with me as part of the switch to CIC.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were acquaintances and you knew that you were going to come over to the team when I was still at the other brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
But so maybe you don't necessarily know the answer to this, but how has working at Call It Closed changed how you do business?
Honestly, that's something I can still answer. I feel that
Okay.
the resources are there. The support is there.
Good. Good.
It's
Oh.
it's not just the money wise. It's
Mhm.
just again allowed me to just collaborate in ways that I haven't before.
Yeah.
So again, always allow me to help communicate better with my clients is my goal. So
Yeah. I mean, you work really hard on it. You work really hard on educating yourself to make sure that you've got all the answers before you go to the client. And you make sure that you have conversations with me at least before you move on something because I know that you're worried about saying the wrong thing,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's important to, double check. Scripting, you got to kind of
Mhm.
work through it once
Mhm. Mhm.
before you do it in front of a client.
Yeah.
Um, so that being said, moving forward, do you have big goals for your business?
Yes, I feel that I do.
Yeah.
I think for me it's finding the right. I don't want to use this word, but the only word I can think of is balance.
Uh-huh.
But I know there is no balance. There is no balance.
There is and there isn't. Like it's so when you say balance, you mean like work-life balance?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's more, again, just trying to take care of my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
as well as showing up for the open houses,
Yeah.
as well as showing up for my continuing education,
Uh-huh.
as well as showing up for any fun events.
It's a lot. It is a
Yeah.
lot to juggle. And one thing that's so cute about you is like your family still comes to your open houses.
Yes, my mom
Mm-hmm.
is the best.
She's a great
My
supporter.
mom is the best. So,
Yeah.
yes, I definitely can count on her to show up at every open house. But for the most part, I'm okay when she's not.
Yeah.
When she's
Oh, of
not. So,
course.
yeah.
Of course. You're okay if she's not. Like it's when I was new, my parents would always come into open houses
Yeah.
and they would just hang out with me because like it's pretty boring if no one shows up.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone did come, my dad would just walk out the door and be like, "All right, we'll call you about submitting an offer." and,
So cute.
and he was not writing an offer.
So cute.
Yeah. Uh it's cute. And I think like this business, it can be so synonymous with like growing your family with growing your business.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing with clients too.
Yeah.
So the growth is excellent. Um, yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I really like what you said about like lead generation, about supporting your first time buyers, and just making sure that you're generating these authentic connections with people.
Yeah.
And I know that as you go this way in your career, that is going to grow some really beautiful things for you.
I appreciate that so much, and I'm very honored to be with CIC.
Me too. I'm happy to have you here,
Yes.
honey. I'm really excited to see where you grow. And thank you so much for being on our podcast today.
You are more than welcome anytime.
Yeah. So just in case, if there's any people that have questions for you, how do they find you?
Um, I have a Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram,
Okay.
direct phone number, things
Yeah.
like
We
that.
Google you.
Yes, my
Google
name
you.
is, and I'm almost a one of a kind. I spell my name with one N, so
Yeah.
it's JOV as in Victor ONA
Uh-huh.
underscore Hughes HUGHES.
There you go. You are one of a kind because I've looked for you.
I've seen another Jovana out there though,
No
but
way. She
but
probably
it's
copied
not
you.
spelled. Again, the Jovana separates us because I'm the only spelling of mine.
Okay, so you're special.
Love that.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming on.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Wrap it.